It has been this many days since our last dumpster fire. I have it on my to-do list to go lay out in the sun.
Does she know that she's first?
No. She thinks she could be walking through her proposal right now. So I'm all bundled up, even though it's supposed to be cutie warm spring. Something that I have not told you about yet is that I actually We have a gift exchange this week that is basically like Secret Santa, but called Secret Social Worker since it's Social Work Appreciation Month, and I'm very excited. I feel like I did a great job last year in my gifting. That is honestly the most fun part, and so I felt like I had high expectations to fulfill for this year, and actually the person who I was drawn to give gifts to is one of my very immediate coworkers, as in desk right next to mine, which I do feel like is a good opportunity, but is going to make it a little bit harder to be secret about it. And the things that I got, we give a small gift Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday is like the grand reveal and the last gift. So I feel like my gifts, I'm planning on them sort of getting better throughout the week, starting pretty generic and then getting pretty specific. So today I'm giving a Reese's egg and a chocolate lava big cup because I feel like that could come from anybody. And then he always drinks Coke, and just like regular Coke, not diet, not Coke Zero, regular Coke. And so I got 2 Coke in like a glass bottles for tomorrow. And then he has this, it's like this little figurine that he got recently for his desk and loves, that is my emotional support dumpster fire, and he just thinks it is the most funny thing in the world. And so for Wednesday, I got him this badge reel, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. And that one, like, if I went too hard with the dumpster fire things right in the beginning, he would for sure know it was me, I would think, just since like I'm right next to his desk. Like, he talked to me about his little figurine when he got it, but like this could be a coincidence for someone's secret. But then the last day is when they open the gift and then get to guess who it is, like at a lunch that we have with everybody. And so the last gift is this. It says, "It has been this many days since our last dumpster fire." And it comes with like a little marker. So I'm excited for all of those, but we're starting generic today. I'm excited for this. I think it's such a fun thing, especially when both years I've gotten people who like, I feel like I've been able to pull together good gifts for. I'll insert a picture of my gift basket and like what I gave last year because I was so proud of it, but very different vibes this year. Like last year, she was very like cutesy, like pastel colors, like girly things. And obviously our dumpster fire theme is a little different than that. Tonight for dinner is a cheesy chicken tortilla bake. So it's going to be chicken that I'm just gonna cook on the stove and then shred and then do a little like jalapeno, onion, bell pepper saute sort of. It's gonna go in a baking dish where I do tortillas and then do some of the chicken, tortillas, the rest of the chicken, cheese, and broil it. And I think it's gonna be really good. And once it's done, we can turn on the Bachelor finale. This season of The Bachelor has been fun because Zach and I have been watching it together and he has gotten into it, but I don't know how to convince him that this is like one of the worst seasons I've watched. There's so many better seasons from the past that like I need Zach to get into so he can see and understand. But those are the vibes for today. So far in the gift exchange, I got pastel highlighters and then little gel ink pens. So I have lots of writing and highlighting to do. I asked for all like desk stuff, so this is fitting perfectly and I am loving it. Something that I have not told you about yet is that I actually deleted Instagram and TikTok. Or I didn't delete. I deleted my usage of Instagram and TikTok from this week. I went really deep into it in a previous blog of why I'm doing this, but I kind of am just sort of testing the waters to then decide what my little like social media treatment plan is going forward. What I'm kind of foreseeing in the future is not maybe getting back TikTok and getting back Instagram. On Instagram, I feel the lack of not seeing what friends post, and I think that that is very separate from my content creator self. And I never really would have thought that I would prefer Instagram over TikTok, but I am kind of thinking that. I have several times because I didn't actually delete the apps because I didn't want to like get into that with TikTok and not being able to re-download and then just like the hassle of re-downloading Instagram. So I did not delete the apps, and I have found myself on accident sometimes opening them up, and I'll be on my like second Instagram story and then be like, oh wait, I'm not doing this and close it. I did set a screen time of just 5 minutes for both the apps together for each day so that it would remind me if I did forget and was on it. But I also did that because upcoming, there's like one more TikTok deal and one more Instagram deal I believe that I need to post, and so I needed to be able to access them to do that. It's been too short to actually say like how this is changing me, but I kind of wanted to just like reduce the chatter, both like externally from the short form social media apps and the like internal chatter of pressure to do something different on those those apps than what I'm doing, and like not being good enough because I'm not doing it on those apps. Like I really just wanted to sort of remove that and then see how to bring it back in well. And in the meantime, just pour my entire heart and soul into YouTube because this is the one that I actually enjoy and really like. So this is like a transformational period where I'm trying to just be more true to myself and not try to be someone that I am not. And so we're giving it a go. We're seeing how it works. And we're making a cheesy chicken tortilla. Not the final rose.
You don't want to have to break somebody's heart. It really is having two hearts in the palm of your hand. I made my decision. My dad gave me so. It was the follow my heart.
Who's it gonna be? Final bets for me or Juliana? What's your final bet?
I don't know.
Oh, you have to say it. They're about to pull up.
I think the Mormon.
Is who's gonna win?
Mm-hmm.
No.
That's the Mormon.
So I was right. He's marrying Juliana.
Does she know that she's first?
No. She does not know. She thinks she could be walking through her proposal right now.
I'm ready to get engaged today.
Ah.
I love him, and he has set a new standard.
Looking at me, you would not know that I've actually been up and at 'em so far this Saturday morning. I have not just been a little lump on a log, as my little PJ set might suggest. We got up, and today was leg day at the gym, and so did legs, walked a little bit, went to Kroger and got a whole lot of bevies. We got like chocolate milk, a couple protein shakes, some kombucha. It really was not the plan. We just are very much drink people, and so we got a lot of drinks. Non-alcoholic, I mean just like literal liquid people. We are liquid people. And then I came back and I have been sitting on the couch. This has been where the lump of the log part has come in. I've been sitting on the couch and editing an entire YouTube video that is now exporting so that I can upload and post tomorrow, which is very exciting. And it is UV7 out right now. And so I have it on my to-do list to go lay out in the sun because I'm trying to see the sun so that whenever we go on our honeymoon, I am not just like so shocked and surprised by the sun. And by I mean my skin. So I'm fully like sunscreening up before I go and lay out, but I just need to bask in the sun some. I mean, I'm glowing, look. And so I'll read my book, which I have been reading for a long time actually. It's very different than something I usually read, which is I think why it's taking me so long. But I'm reading They Bloom at Night, and it's like sci-fi, dystopian, sea monster-y, which is very different than I usually read, but it's honestly not that long, so I really should just crank through it so that I can be finished. Right now my Kindle is on airplane mode because the loan for my library did end and other people had holds on it. So it's on airplane mode so that I can finish reading it before it gets returned. Let's go sit in the sun. the goal for today is to take such advantage of the weather, and we are going to go, well, what we're trying to find, what our goal is sun, chips, guac, and margaritas, and we think we found a good place to do that we've never been to before, so I'm really excited. But Zach's finishing up inside right now, and so I went and took our recycling to the recycling center to get dropped off, and now I'm just sitting here kind of sweaty waiting for him. I'm so excited for a marg and chips and guac and probably a quesadilla. It's Pure Taqueria in Brookhaven is where we're going to try to go. Well, is where we are going, but where we're going to try to get all of these things. Tomorrow is supposed to be so rainy, so that is why today, this is today. It was sunny and then it rained. Sunny and beautiful. And then it rained and then it stormed, and now it is 45 degrees outside. April showers are supposed to bring May flowers, and so far all they're bringing is a cold front. So I'm all bundled up even though it's supposed to be cutie warm spring. But I'll take it because flash forward to 2 months from now, it's gonna be 95 degrees and I'm gonna be sweaty and losing my mind, and I'll be thinking back to this day where I could wear my cutie little sweatshirt to work for like one last week. I'm assuming one last week. This morning we went to the gym and did back, which my muscles just feel so gassed, but I think it's because I've been like trying to go heavy and trying to push myself, so that like feels good, but I also just feel exhausted in my body. I had cold brew already this morning, but I feel like if I don't have hot coffee, then I don't feel like I had coffee, so I'm gonna make one to go. This is the cold brew we've been having. This is like our second time getting it. It's the Walk Home Big Pure Black cold brew. It is very good. My side quest for the day, if I have any downtime, is planning my honeymoon, and I think that that will kind of help me get through the day as well.
Your journeys have been very different, Naima. Your journey was good, it was strong, and it was solid.
Tonight for dinner is kidney bean curry with rice and mango cucumber salad. There it is. Isn't that cute?